Booyah. What is up, Mind Buzz Universe? Welcome back to another podcast episode of the Mind Buzz. I am your host, Gil, and working the board this morning, tonight, this afternoon, whenever you're listening to this podcast, is the lovely Amber. How are you?
I'm good. See how easy that was? Last week, I was so confused.
Why were you confused?
Because you looked at me like, push the button.
Oh, yeah.
But you didn't say anything.
No,
that was probably the first time in 5 years you had nothing to say right at the top.
When, last week?
Yeah. So it threw me off.
Well,
it discombobulated my
I was thinking about saying booyah all day. We're gonna have a
little catchphrase.
We're probably gonna have a whole hour and a half, maybe 2 hour podcast, and the 3 seconds at the beginning of the podcast is all I thought about.
You and I, there's something, we have ADHD or a little on the spectrum or something, because you've been all day debating what you're gonna say, and then for me, one thing goes off and it throws me off completely. So
that's okay.
I don't know what it is, but
but
keep it moving, keep us on track. Please.
We're children of the 90s. We have TikTok brains at the moment.
Yeah,
we got to get rid of our phones.
Maybe
stop drinking tap water.
Who drinks tap water?
I don't know.
Oh, I do when you don't bring water home.
you Mexico'd it.
That's so sad.
Boiling water. That you broke my heart when you told me that.
Wow,
like, I gotta boil water.
Okay, we live on the second story. I cannot, for the life of me, carry 5-gallon jugs of water upstairs, and we don't have a fridge that dispenses water, so it's gallons. Well, Gil didn't go fill up the galones for me the other day, and when I got up, I drink a lot of water. When I got up, I was like, there's no water, and he was at work, and I was like, what do I do? And then I was like, you know what? I can drink tap water, and then I boiled it in my Breville in my $700 coffee machine. And I drank water from the tap, but I boiled it. You're supposed to boil it in order for it to sterilize.
So for
any parasites.
So for about $1 a day, you can send Amber fresh water to Paramount, California. Jesus,
that's a damn shame.
Jesus.
Okay, that's it.
What else do you got?
That's it. That's all I got.
That's all you got?
I just wanted to put you on blast.
Your grievances about water? All right. No, I'm going to get grilled because I don't give you fresh water. That sounds so
sad.
sad.
I sound like a dog at home with no
that
water.
That sounds so sad.
My parents are going to go take me out of the house.
Your mom said no free funds.
Oh, my God. That's so funny.
No take backs.
Okay, bye. There, I'm
you
done.
Good?
Yeah.
All right, let's get into today's podcast. Very excited to have this guest. This is his third time on the podcast, and very excited to talk to him. He's a podcaster. He's had a show on K-Roq. Please give it up for Super Steve Flores.
Woo! Thank you,
ladies and gentlemen.
I grew up drinking tap water.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, in the 80s, so it wasn't uncommon.
No, nowadays. It wasn't. It was good, right?
It was good. In the city that I grew up, we had our own well, so the water was actually really tasty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Have you had tap water now?
No, I don't mess with it anymore. No. I'm not that crazy.
Yeah, that was back then.
Okay. Yeah, that was back then.
It's different now.
Yeah. No.
Do you see why I boiled it?
Oh, yeah. But you know what? Parasites are in everything. You have animals, you have whatever you have parasites.
Yeah.
We're the only country that really doesn't parasite cleanse because we don't think we need to. But we definitely do.
From the water?
From everything. From water, from sushi. You like sushi. You eat sushi all the time.
Yeah.
It's parasites. Pork. Everything.
What? Wait, hold on. Whoa, what's going on here?
I always remember this story of this lady that that my aunt knew. She lived above the apartment where my aunt lived, and the story was, and it was a real story, that she ate pork, like they ate pork often, and she ended up getting a parasite that traveled. I mean, I say it's true, but now that I think about it, I'm like, I don't know, that it traveled up to her brain, and it started eating at at her brain.
I'd hate to say that I've heard the same story.
Yeah.
So it could be a myth, but no, parasites do exist, and they do go into your brain. Look, I don't know. I've only heard. I don't know if it's true or not. I can't say if it is so, but they say like most cancers are really parasites inside your body.
Right.
Yeah. So like brain cancers, parasites in your brain, so on and so forth.
Wait, hold on. So there's parasites in everything? Is that what you said?
There's different types of parasites too. Yeah. Not in everything, of course, but in a lot of stuff. Like animals have parasites. And if you see people kissing their dogs and up on them,
but I heard that a dog's mouth is like the cleanest part of the
cool,
right?
Maybe the cleanest part of the dog, but you seen dogs licking their butt. How clean is that?
Look at parasites are carried and transmitted through contaminated food, so undercooked meat, fish, produce, unsafe drinking water, soil, insects, mosquitoes, ticks, and close contact with infected humans or animals.
See? You never parasite cleanse, bro.
Have you ever seen bears that sometimes have parasites? Like, they're tapeworms. Well, tapeworms are parasites. Yeah.
Tapeworms, yeah.
But they're like long, and they're just like walking around with it hanging out of their backside.
Dogs do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Parasites.
Isn't that what worms is?
Tapeworms. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a parasite. It's a type of parasite.
Now he's wrong.
Get some raw pumpkin seeds.
Well, Amber's
with water. And then just grind them up.
Yeah, we got to
drink
do that to Amber.
Yeah, I've seen other like parasite like cleanses that they do.
So pumpkin seeds, you grind them up
with water, blend them with water, and drink it.
I wonder what's in pumpkin seeds that
there's something within
probably enzymes that cleanse you.
And then you need a binder, charcoal.
What do you mean?
Because remember, parasites eat all the heavy metals and toxins in your body. That's why they're attracted. So they eat all those things, and then when they start dying, they start releasing that inside you again. So people get sick off of that. So you're like getting all those heavy metals back into your system. So people do get like fluish kind of symptoms and stuff.
Right. So then charcoal's a good.
Charcoal's a good. I
used to drink a charcoal lemonade. Have you ever had that?
No.
It's delicious.
Do they serve it here?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, they had it like at this like juice place.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a good cleanser.
You didn't know this?
No. Charcoal's used for anything. People use charcoal to brush their teeth.
Yeah, brush your teeth, cook some asada.
the best kind. Yeah. But then I heard too, it's because now, I mean, it's not now, but I'm sure that everything's always been bad for you. But they even say like, don't cook your meat on charcoal because it's letting off the toxins and the fumes and you're eating it. And I'm just like, God damn it. Every day it's something different.
We're going to die. Have a good time.
Yeah.
Have a good time. Don't do crazy ass shit. Don't do stuff that's going to speed up the end of your life. But enjoy it.
Yeah.
Enjoy it,
And I think plus anything, if you really think about it, anything can be a hazard to you and your life.
Yeah.
We drive them like cars. Cars are very hazardous. Even standing outside of one.
I worked at K-Roq for 18 years, about 18 years. And I drove from Orange County to downtown LA every single day, 2 hours there, 2 hours back, whatever it was. And I seen accidents upon I seen car flipped. I've seen everything. And you know what I'm saying? Like that person wasn't thinking on the way there, wherever they were going, hey, I'm gonna flip my car today.
Right.
I'm gonna crash today. I'm gonna have an accident today. I'm gonna die today.
Right.
So yeah, everything's a hazard. Cars are hazards. I mean, sushi, parasites can kill you.
And this was this was before smartphones and people were like scrolling on TikTok, right?
Well, I'm not that old, bro.
Well, I don't
2000?
2000, yeah, but
it wasn't as prevalent as it is now.
Right.
There was stuff, but I don't think there was any. There was no Instagram at that time.
No, of course.
I think it was what was that other one?
Dude, now people are scrolling TikTok and doing lives while they're driving. They're on social media while driving. So it's even crazier now.
Oh, it is extremely crazy.
Hey, you know what? I was gonna ask you, because I don't know if you heard this, but you know they're reopening the death investigation of Kurt Cobain.
Oh wow!
So yeah, but it was in the early 2000s. Well, hold on. Let me preface this before we get into that. We have a lot of new listeners and a lot of people that are on YouTube now. Give us a rundown of Super Steve Flores and your history with K-Roq and all that good stuff. Michelada Rumble, just.
Oh, I thought I was gonna do that. Oh shoot, it might be a reference that a lot of people don't know. Mm-hmm. But remember that scene in Goonies where they start asking them questions, Chunk, when the bad guys have him, and they're gonna put his hand in the blender, and he's like, I don't know what they ask him a question, and he goes all the way back to when he was a little kid. Same type of answer I was going to give, but I was on K-Roq in 2001, if I'm not mistaken. Part of the Kevin B Morning Show, the number one show at the time. I came on after Big Tad. Shout out to Big Tad. He's had a lot of medical problems in his life. He's in a wheelchair right now and getting stronger though, but big shout out to Big Tad. Hope you get better, buddy. But yeah, was doing a segment called The Whole Enchilada with Super Steve. I was a man on the street. I would ask questions, how to survive in jail, how to pick up on Latin women, home remedies for hangover. If Kevin Bean were president, what would you ask? Just stupid shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just stupid stuff like that on radio. When radio was the shit. That was radio's heyday, bro. Like I was there for the heyday of radio, and for the heyday of K-Roq. A lot of people came on after, even in my later years. It was still cool, but it wasn't like when I had first gotten there, man. This was before the Janet Jackson, what's it called? Nipple slip.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. With
the Super Bowl.
What's his name?
With Justin Timberlake?
Justin Timberlake, yeah.
Yeah. And that...
the wardrobe malfunction.
Yes, wardrobe malfunction. And after that, things changed.
Yeah.
Dramatically changed. In radio and TV and everything. It changed a lot. A lot of things we couldn't do anymore. But before that, we were on the streets asking crazy shit. I remember... the Lakers were playing the Sacramento Kings, and they sent me to the hotel that they were staying at, and I had a bullhorn, and I had a lady of the night with me that we were offering the guys. And we just,
oh my
God.
Craziness, bro. Just all kinds of crazy stuff. We would do like crazy games out in the streets, and this is when people would come and look for you, hang out,
like when you would announce like on the radio, we're gonna be here and and people would show up. And
we did this one thing where it was an April Fool's joke, and we had set up a little stage outside of K-Roq in the parking lot, and Blink-182 was performing there, and we had some of our friends and people that work with us pretend that they're the audience. And we're like, oh, Blink-182 is going to be performing at Ontario, one of those Ontario Mall or something like that. And so they sent me in my personal truck to go see if people showed up, and people were there. It was bonkers how many people were there. And they're like coming back from commercial, oh, we're here, and everyone's going crazy, and they start playing, and people are like circling and trying to find where it's at, it was crazy, dude. We would do stupid shit like that, but it was fun.
I was just telling my niece the other day that I have a cousin, his name is Jesse, and he and when I remember, which was the early 2000s, he was like a, I don't know what I would call it, but I told her he was a serial radio caller.
Mm-hmm.
So he literally was like at home all day listening to the radio and just calling different radio stations and winning.
Yeah.
But when I tell you he was winning, he was like winning. Like I went to concerts, I went to sports games, I went to the Nickelodeon's Kids' Choice Award because he would win all these tickets. Yeah. And he would go to a couple of things, but he would ultimately give us the tickets. And I was just like, damn, like he would win all the time and a lot.
There was people like that. And we got to know a lot of those people by name. And they would come in and be like, dude. And it would suck because when you're on the street or you're at an event and people are like, dude, I never win. It's fake. I mean, it's not fake, but there's just people that just stay home. Like you said, some people have multiple lines. Yeah. Because, I mean, I even did it overnight. I would give away tickets when I was doing the overnights. And, you know, we have, I think it's 13 lines, and you clear them all when you announce it, and then you let them go, and whatever one you chose is the winner. I would always like to hear, like, if I had number 6, I would hear number 5. They were like, oh, yeah. You had everything on number 5. And then sometimes I'd give away more than one pair, you know what I mean? So, because you have so many pairs or certain things to give away that night. And like, you know, I'd do number 5 and I'd be like, just kidding, bro. I got you. But just hold on. Let me get number 6 real quick. Boom, you know.
Yeah.
So I'd like to do stuff like that as well.
What do you think that's done for like our generation now or even society now that there isn't that anymore? Like I think about like you could win things on Instagram or TikTok when influencers do these massive giveaways, but it's very impersonable. Like you don't have to do anything anymore, like call the radio or sit around waiting for, you know, the song to come on and things like that. Like, do you think like it's done anything to society and kind of us as a society to, you know, kind of have that like camaraderie with each other or even people get out of their home and things like that?
I think it has. Also, I forget the name of the station, but it was 103.1. You remember that one? 103.1?
What were they called? Do you
I can't remember exactly what they were called, but 103.1 was another radio station that came out, and it was like a K-Roq style station. And what they had, every night they had someone different on. So it wasn't like something that was like, you know, Super Steve at midnight every night and Kevin and Bean every morning.
Was that Jack FM?
No, Jack FM was...
was it like an indie station, right?
Indie 103.1.
Indie 103.1.
Yeah.
That's right.
And what I thought at the time was it's not going to work. And it didn't end up working because you didn't have the familiarity of somebody that you listened to every night. Like people knew, you know, Stryker. People knew Kevin and Bean and the guys from the morning show because they woke up every single day with those guys and they have something invested every day.
Right.
You know, I wake up, I know it's Kevin and Bean. I know Super Steve on Friday has a whole enchilada. I know Ralph Sex University. I know, you know, Psycho Mike's going to come up with some crazy ass shit. You know, whatever it may be.
Right.
It was something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Just like regular TV back in the day when you used to watch a program and it was like, you know, this season, you had to wait 7 days to watch to see the next episode, not Netflix where you get everything at once.
Right.
And then you binge watch the whole season, and you're done, and you're like, shit, I gotta wait till next year for the next season, and it sucks.
You know what? Recently, me and Amber have been doing this thing where we watch, like old shows. I guess not too old. We just finished King of Thrones. Or Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, did you watch Game of Thrones?
No, you know what? That's one thing about me. I'm not really into a lot of shit. I'm not into like TV, like Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad. I ended up watching Breaking Bad.
Did you finish the whole series?
Yeah. And it just got worse. Everything gets worse. No, everything gets bad.
Though.
What do you mean? What do you mean it got worse? Like the writing?
The writing gets bad.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. 100%. I can agree with that.
And that's why these shows that go for like, oh, we're on the record of 13 years. Yeah, but you're shit.
Right. So, like with that being said, so we watched the whole series, and somebody that I knew that was invested in the series when it was first coming out. They had the watch parties. They watched it at the end of every week. His perception of the show versus my perception of the show was completely different, because the way I watched it, we binge watched it like over a few weeks. We finished the whole thing.
I watched it in real time, and watching
Amber
it with Gil
it,
was my second time around.
Right.
So I was able to give him perspective of like he didn't know that people were getting together at bars and people were my best
I didn't
friends,
know that.
My best friends had a baby shower for their son, and it was Game of Thrones.
They sound like Morrissey fans.
So we'll get into that later. But his idea of the show was completely, and then he told me, he was like, so what did you think of the ending? And I was like, oh, it was good. It was good because this, and this. And he was like, dude, I can't believe you right now. And the reason why I thought about that, because he told me, he was like, well, because you didn't watch it like a regular person that invested their time and all that into the show, and because you binge watched it, like it was literally, he told me, it was nothing to you. I was like, oh, okay.
but I think that's
he told me, it was like it was nothing to you. It was just like another show. And I told, well, I'm sorry.
Well, that's the problem. They're too invested.
Right.
So when it ends, it's gonna suck no matter what.
And that's what happened with that show.
I agree with that.
And that's what happened with that show, was that, again, it was like pandemonium. Like, it was just everybody was watching, everybody was doing things. And then when it ended, it's not even so much that, like, because I feel like it didn't suck. Like, it wasn't a sucky episode now that I rewatched it. But at the moment, you're so hurt that it's over, that it's like they could have done nothing. They could have done the best freaking episode of the entire 8 seasons, and I feel like people would have still been hurt, because it was like they were breaking up with you. Like, how dare you not continue?
But you as friends can still hang out. Yeah, you can do other things.
You can watch it.
You know,
of course.
You just made something your entire life. That was the issue. You know, and then when it ended, you're like, well, what am I going to do now?
Right.
Yeah.
But I think, so that's with a series, right? A TV series, Netflix series. Now, I think I get the same attachment to media can be used as like radio versus like any social media person, right?
I think it's different.
Yeah.
A lot different. But, I mean, it's the same thing. Why do people like Mr. Beast or whoever the new guy is now?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's something that they invest in, that they look forward to, you know, every day. He's giving away this, or he's doing that, or he's doing something crazy. There's this guy named Supernatural. I think he's a what do they call those guys? The whoop whoop, juggalo.
Oh, juggalo.
He's a juggalo. And he just jumps on random shit off this little platform he made. Yeah. It's called Superhuman, something like that. And all he does is jump on shit. He's a juggalo. And he fucking...
There's so many people now.
But this guy's like, I'm doing this for the juggalos and juggalettes. And he takes his shirt off and he's
what's
like,
a juggalo?
fuck this shit.
We've had this conversation.
Juggalos are for what's that band's name?
They're
Insane Clown Posse.
Oh, okay, right.
Their people are called juggalos.
Whoa.
Their followers are
called
the
juggalos.
juggalos. They're the ones that are like the clowns.
Yeah.
They throw like orange soda into the crowd. And
we dressed up as juggalos at K-Roq once for Halloween.
Really?
Yeah. But that's him right there. Yeah. He just jumps on random shit. It's funny, dude.
That's funny. But I'm not going to say that we watch anything, because I fall prey to, I watch anything. I scroll on TikTok, and we've had this conversation several times on here where I watched a live funeral.
Yeah.
They were literally on TikTok. They had a funeral streaming, and I was sitting at our dinner
Were you
table.
crying?
No.
Okay.
I was eating Jack
There you go. A couple tacos.
Correction,
Poppers.
McDonald's.
Oh, I was
You're
eating
eating
McDonald's.
Oh.
McDonald's.
Watching your
And I was like,
funeral.
I'm watching a funeral. Like, this is insane
Yeah.
of where
It's insane that
videos
you're
come.
even recording it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's something that's happened a lot too, is that people have to record everything they do.
Yeah.
I like enjoying things, man.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong. I've taken out my phone and I'll record a little bit of the song, post it up, or take one flick and put my phone away and enjoy the rest of the evening.
You know what? I like. I enjoy like looking at looking up old videos of what's his name? Radio host, biggest host ever, blah blah blah.
Super Steve Flores?
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, looking at how cool it was to see
Howard Stern?
to see like radio hosts, like their faces, how it was I guess just it was not crazy, but it was another thing to listen to them like every day, right? Listening to them, but not seeing like a video of them or maybe just seeing a couple of pictures of them. It's completely different, and I think that video has really changed the media of, I guess, personalities that people follow.
I think for radio it has, but I think it's taken away your ability to be creative in your
Right?
own
Yeah.
mind.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And I was gonna say that. Prior to this, I was gonna say I used to really enjoy being in the car or doing something and listening to the radio, and in my brain, I'm in the station or I'm in whatever the conversation is, and it's my own movie in my head. Because a lot of times I didn't know what the radio hosts look like.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I seen them, I was like, oh, that's not what I imagined you know,
Exactly.
being. And I was like, all right, I guess. Like, what did we say the other day? Art LeBeau. Like, a lot of people didn't know that Art LeBeau was white. I didn't know he was white until I got older. I was like, what?
I forget the guy's name, but he was on 92.3 The Beat back in the day. And he had this sultry, deep voice, you know? He was an Asian guy, and everyone thought he was a black guy.
Really?
I forget his name. But yeah, for the longest time. And then once, MTV came out, all that, he was on there and they showed him and everybody was like, what? Like, what the hell, you know? But it's because you're allowed to use your imagination. Just like when you were a kid and well, not you, but when there were kids and they would listen to the radio and there was a baseball game or a boxing match or whatever, the play-by-play guy had to really paint you a picture of what was going on. And that's when you were able to use your imagination. And it's funny they say that because I just heard something that cartoons when we were kids, like Mighty Mouse or Popeye the Sailor Man, they're filmed different than cartoons now. Cartoons now are quick and to the point, as back then they just lasted a little longer,
right? And
they let you use your brain a little more.
Right. There was a story.
Yes.
There was a story that you were able to follow, and they captivated you from the beginning and gave you a beginning, a middle, and an end. Now it's just you're going straight to.
Well, look at Tom and Jerry. They didn't talk, but I'm sure to a lot of us watching, we knew
what they were saying.
What they were saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There was a movie like that too, about the Brazilian gangs, and there was a character in there by the name of Z. I think it was called Zealand or something like that, and it was all in Portuguese, but it was so good that you totally understood what was going on. Yeah, it was a good movie. Yeah.
It's kind of like audiobooks. I really enjoy audiobooks, and people say like, it's cheating. You're not really reading. But I feel like I am, because not only do I have to take in what the narrator is telling me, the story, but I'm also using my brain to create my own movie in my head with the book. And I mean, you can do that too with a physical form, but there's something about someone narrating it, changing the voices, doing that. And then I feel like an audiobook is the equivalent to like when people would listen to the radio for a show, right? When shows used to just be on radio. I think that's pretty cool, and I feel like that's what audiobooks are to that. But just circling,
some of them.
What?
Oh, some of them. So Audible has the whole Harry Potter series that uses the actual like actors from the movie, and they use them in the book, and they have or they use them in the audiobook, and they have all the sound effects and everything. It sounds really good, actually.
Something I never got into either. Harry Potter. The Ring.
That was another series that Amber and I watched.
Amma, what's your sign?
Aries.
Oh, I don't know about Aries.
Yeah, fire. Born in the year of the year of the tiger.
That's why.
Because I'm Scorpio, and I don't get obsessed with things. So I thought maybe you were.
No, I don't get obsessed with anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not into comedy. I'm not into a lot of stuff. No, I'm really not. Like I don't.
Is there no one that you? Because this is me. If you ask me somebody like, oh, who do you idolize?
No one.
No one.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your favorite all-time band?
Morrissey.
No,
and the
like
Smiths.
I really don't have an all-time favorite.
I've never had a connection with music like that. That's why, like, I don't understand the Morrissey connection that Latinos have. Like, I don't get it. But I don't get the connection anyone has with music to that extent. Mm-hmm. I know that there's certain songs and certain things that make me feel a certain way.
Right.
Especially, like, when I listen to, like, old Mexican music, rancheras or norteñas, or a certain song by Juan Gabriel or something that reminds me of my parents, of my mother. That's different. It's not the song, it's that it's reminding me of the person that I lost. Mm-hmm. And I'm remembering her and the times that we were together and the things they did for me. And that, you know what I'm saying? So the song is bringing that out, but I've never really had a connection with I used to be a Rage Against the Machine fan when I was younger. Mm-hmm. It was just, the thing was cool. Sounded good. They sounded really good live, just as good as they did on their CDs. My favorite band of all time was Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Sounded amazing every time I went to go see them.
But were you like obsessed? I
went to every show they came into LA. But I wasn't obsessed to where like I own everything and I have shirts and I have this and that. Not to that point. Right. But to go see a show, I would take friends to go see and they'd be like, fuck, dude, that's dope. That was a great show. And when Tom Petty passed away, I had a bunch of people hitting me up. Oh, Steve. I was like, all right. because I had taken them to their first show.
Okay, right.
So they felt a connection and they thought I had
They thought that you were going to be like,
all devastated because of that happening.
See, and I'm just like that, Steve. Like not to throw Gil under the bus, but like if somebody that he really, really likes, a celebrity, passes, he's like down for the day. He feels it. He's sad. He's
there a couple days.
And me, I'm just like, oh, that sucks.
But I don't get that because you really didn't know them.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I think so. Let me retort. Okay.
It's not an attack on you.
No, I know.
But it sounds. But you see how he's taking it?
No,
like it's an attack on.
No,
him.
it's not. It's not an attack on me or my character or anything like that. But
we're all different,
right? But I don't know what it is. I really don't know, and maybe it's just my weird attachment to people, to things, to certain music. But I don't know what it is. I think the last one it was in like 1 month. It was Ozzy. That was just like that was a drag because I grew up with this music.
I brought him out on stage at Ozfest once.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's freaking awesome, dude.
Yeah, I got to do that. I got to do the whole Ozfest. There was Black Sabbath, him.
It was with him and Black Sabbath.
Black Sabbath performed.
Yeah.
He performed by himself.
Oh, cool.
Korn. Mm-hmm. Marilyn Manson, Chevelle. Who else was there? I forget, but I brought all those bands out.
Dang. I wish I could have went to an Ozfest. I went to a Knotfest.
Knotfest?
Yeah.
My boy works for them.
I went to a Knotfest before. Ozfest. Who was the what was the last what was the other celebrity?
Somebody passed in the same month or
Brian Wilson.
That's
it was Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys. That maybe because that was within the last year, I was really looking into like his life and his music and just the like what he went through later in life. That I just connected with that, and then like a year later, then he passes, and I'm just like, damn, like he lived like rough, like throughout the end of his life. I think that's what really I didn't take it hard, but I'm just like, oh man, that sucks.
Yeah.
And he gave the world beautiful music, and he changed, him and the Beach Boys changed rock and roll, and just like the trajectory of just music in general.
But I think it's nice because sometimes I would want to, like, as much as I tell you, like, I'm not like that. Like, I don't have anyone I idolize or things like that, right? But sometimes I see him, how passionate he can get with music, or how much he knows about it, or how much he knows about something. And sometimes I yearn for that, for wanting to have a deeper connection with other things that I'm just like, what's wrong with me? That's why right now that you're talking about it, I'm like, oh shit, like I've never, not that I'm gonna say I've never met anybody else, but I usually it's people are always like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, oh, I don't know.
I enjoy music. I enjoy the music.
Yeah.
I enjoy the artists themselves, but he doesn't know me. I don't know him.
Right.
Like, I'm invested into my family. I'm invested into you know, who they are, my friends.
People who you actually
people that I spend time with, people that I see go through things, people that I've been through things with, not an individual that wrote a song. And thank you. You know, thank you for doing your art. I appreciate it. You know,
like if my cousin wrote "Let It Be," then maybe
you'd have a deeper
bro,
connection with him.
write a "Let It Be" song, dude, and we'll hang out. No,
I don't know.
I love my cousins.
I remember when I was at K-Roq and some kid asked for my autograph, and I was like, nah, you don't want my autograph, bro. Like, you know.
Oh, Steve.
Hold on. And Lightning was right by me. He was a producer of the morning show. This is my first time ever I was doing a calendar signing. Back when we had calendars, paper stuff. He came up to me and goes, Steve, I'm like, what's up, man? He's like, hey, that kid right there listens to you every morning. And he looks forward to listening to you. So it's different for him than what you think. So never say no. And I was like, all right, bro. I you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I understood from that perspective. But at the time I was like, dude, I'm just on the radio, bro. Like I'm living my dream and having a great time.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect someone to be like, oh, hey.
To idolize you. Or
I had someone send me an email, and there was a lady. She's like, hey, Super Steve, me and my son listened to you on the way to school, and he says Super Steve's his favorite, you know, the radio host because you're part Mexican, so is he. And I was just like, well, I'm full Mexican, but he's part Mexican, you know. He found a connection, and I was like, that's cool, you know. But it just, you know what I mean? Like to me, I never found those kind of things in athletes or teams or, you know, music. I mean, I don't know.
Do you think that, because this is something that I kind of feel, and Gil and I have had conversations where I feel like I can go up to people, I can approach people because maybe it's because the way that my mom and my dad have always told, but I always remember my mom saying like, you're not better than anyone and no one's better than you. And you know, like there's no one below you. There's no one above you. Like you are who you are and everyone's, you know. So I always feel like I can go up to people because I don't feel intimidated. I mean, I'm not going to say it all the time, but to me, I'm just thinking like, if I'm nervous, you're probably nervous too. So I'm just going to do it. Like, fuck it, you know? But do you think that like not having this attachment of idolizing anyone or really having that like fangirling over anything, and I'm not just saying like a celebrity, but just in your career in general, do you think that's kind of it? Like, do you think that helped you at all to be able to just be you or go up to people or ask for what you wanted or things like that? Like, I
think it has. I think it, you know, I got to really befriend like Tim Armstrong from Rancid. We hung out quite a bit. And whenever he would come in to K-Roq to present a new single or a new song for us to play, he would always, you know, ask for us to come out first. And say, Steve, come here, can you listen to this first? And tell me what you guys really think, you know? Because there's one thing that I do get, and this is something that even Johnny from the podcast West Coast, he always says, you never talk to the individual about what they do. You talk about other things because everyone talks to them about that same shit. Mm-hmm. So they want to feel just as normal as you do. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be that like, oh, fuck, fucking Gil, you're so funny, dude. Like, can you tell me a joke? Like, you probably want to talk about other shit.
Right.
So I just never really approached anybody as a fan. I just approached them as appreciating their art, appreciating what they do. Because I can't do that. I mean, I think the one thing, I've been a VJ. I used to be on LA TV Live, so I was a VJ. I used to host my own show called Atomic TV with Rob Castellone. We put it together, which was a video, and I interviewed different bands. And then K-Roq. I was on KFI. I was on Loveline. I was on Kevin and Bean. Like, I did all those things that I wanted to do. And then I don't even know where this was going. Fuck. What were we talking about?
About approaching people, idolizing.
Yeah. But
not asking people what they do.
But, just, trying to make people feel as comfortable as they can. Mm-hmm. And not really going, and I don't know. I just find it to be not. I don't want to say it's another job because I live my dream. I remember some guy at work. I work right now at a hospital, and the guy was like, "Hey, Steve, if you could go back, Back to the Future, what would you change?" And I thought about it for a second. I said, "Nothing, bro." He goes, "Nothing?" I go, "No." I go, "My life has been amazing, man. Mm-hmm. Everyone that I've met, everyone that I've hung out with, everyone that I've females that I've dated and whatever, everyone has offered and done and given and been a part of who I am to this day right now. You, Gil, you guys, everything, every single person that's come through my path in my life is who made me, because I've taken something from everybody."
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I told him, I wouldn't change anything. And I said, because I wouldn't have met you. And he looked at me like, oh, shit. But that's the truth.
Yeah.
Like, I've had a great time. I mean, I've had some heartaches, lost my parents, but that's normal. That's going to happen.
Yeah, it's going to happen. It's part of life.
It's part of life.
I mean,
at one point or another, you will.
Yeah.
But, yeah, dude, no, it's just, I don't know. I've never really geeked out with anybody. I enjoy a lot of things. Like I said, I enjoy music. I don't know why I'm not big into comedy. Mm-hmm. I don't get the laughs. I don't go somewhere like sit there and like, shit. I think the only time that I did, and I hate to say it because I'm not a big fan of his because I've heard so many bad things. George Lopez. When he first came out, when he first came, I saw him at the Gibson. And this when he first came with that Latin comedy, hey, growing up Latino, and it hit so much because it was all the shit that I went through as a kid, and I heard it, and that first time I went to go see him, it was so funny. Felipe Esparza with his first comedy special, that shit was funny.
I started listening to his older stuff like way back in the day when he used to do the shows at the Ice House, with Jeff Garcia. Yeah. And I was going through all his old stuff, and I was just like, this man is a genius. Like, he is so good, like back in the day, so good. I haven't watched any of his newer stuff now, but oh my God, it pumped me up for. I
think all you guys are funny. I think you're funny. I think Johnny's funny. I just don't laugh out loud. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. Maybe I have a black heart. Yeah, I don't know. Shit.
We're all talking about we don't idolize anyone. And don't laugh.
But we shouldn't though. I think we should appreciate things, but idolize on.
I don't think
like I don't idolize it. It's not. I think it's just part of like my social angst, and I feel that this person is very talented, and sometimes I don't know how to approach people. Sometimes, and it happens.
You've heard me say, Amber, I don't know if you have or not, that I think it's an act, that he's putting on an act.
Of what?
Of this personality, who he is right now.
Oh, and then when he gets out, he's somebody else.
Yeah, just like Beetlejuice from what's it called? Howard Stern.
Okay.
It came out that it was fake.
That his whole persona was fake.
It was fake.
Okay, look. I'm not, and not because I'm trying to defend him or anything, because I'd be the first to be like, yeah, but the way that he is on the podcast, his personality and everything, he's like that at home with me. But as soon as he gets in front of other people, like it could even be my parents, like people that he's known already for
your
years.
parents are different.
But you're not this person.
I'm getting used to it.
But he's more reserved, he's more quiet, he's observing, but it's in there. He's in his brain too much that it doesn't.
I'm an overthinker.
He doesn't
I
let
think
it
too
come
much.
out. So I think here he can. He does put on a show, but it is him.
That's
He
why
feels more comfortable.
That's why I like comedy. I like comedy because I put me in front of, give me a microphone, get me in front of people, and I'll try to make you laugh.
Because I have to be at home, like sometimes, like, can you relax?
Chill out.
Like I had to tell.
Did you spit in his face?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, but I got really mad. We were watching something, and then he was just like he just started, because I was into what we were watching, and then I think he kind of fell off of watching it, and then he just started like saying things really loud and just and then I was
It's not an act. That's like,
and I was like, "Are you
spectrum
okay?
stuff.
Like, do you have Tourette's?" Like, I was legit like mad, and he just looked at me and he's like, "I'm sorry," but he is like this. He's like this at home. He just, I think.
How can I be like this all the time? Should I be like this all the time, Steve? Help me. Help me out.
You should be you.
Help me out here.
You should be you. Whatever that is. If this is you and this is, you be it all the time.
Trying to. It's tiring. I get tired though.
Well, so you can
tiring.
only get tired of doing something that's not real.
I guess. There you got me.
There you go.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean? You have to just be you. And if this is you, it's you. Like our medium comedian, he's an old school guy, K-Roq. I mean, his joke would be like, "Why did the chicken cross the road?" Michael Jackson. And I'll be like, what the hell is that? Like that's his joke.
Yeah.
Or the type of joke he would say.
Mm-hmm.
And I always thought to myself, he's putting one over on us.
Yeah.
Because you can't really think that's a joke.
That's really funny.
Like, is that you really wrote this down and you like, oh, that's funny.
That's gonna kill.
That's it.
Yeah.
But that's all. He used to cut hair at Supercuts. He used to be a barber. He's Armenian, older dude, bald, just like whatever you think the typical Armenian would look like. That's him. Mm-hmm. And the Armenian comedian, and I looked at him and go, "Dog, you are so putting it over on everybody right here." And I mean, he's gone now. I don't know where he's at, but I always wanted to hit him up and be like, "Hey,
be like, who are you really?
Who are you really, bro? Because you pulled the wool over our eyes."
But what do you think that's an act? I don't. What do you like with me? Let's go back to me now. What do you mean?
Like, when you tell the story about like getting spit on and doing this and that, it's like
that's real.
No. It's real.
Fake.
But what did you do to cause it? Like, are you creating these like situations for them to happen just to have a story?
No.
Okay, look, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm glad to know.
Yeah. No, dude. I have a magnet for just wild things. Just weird things happen to me. I don't know what it is. Honestly, I'm serious, dude.
This is my
weird things happen.
My perspective of why these things happen, because
I could tell the future.
Again, we have these conversations, and I get very like, what the fuck? Like, because I get upset that people, but I feel that because he is more reserved, like, when he's around or in social settings,
I gotta get
things
buff.
like that. No, I think people, I think people mistake that as weakness, and I think that like that person who we were talking about spitting, that he's a weak person as well, and he wants to prey on someone he thinks is weaker, and he sees him, or he thought he was that weak, and he says, well, I'm gonna bully someone that I know might not even say anything. And I think that that's what it is. It's not that he's, because I would tell you like, yeah, he fucking trolled him. No, that was something that was like, What the fuck?
But let me put it this way: you look bullyable.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what we say. He does.
But why? I can't put my finger on it. What
it's
it
the
is?
glasses.
No, I have glasses.
The cheeks. It's what is it? It's my forehead, my hair. I don't know. I don't know what it is. The way I walk. Well, I don't know. The way I talk. Who knows? Don't know. I got a punchable face, right?
I think it's your personality.
What's wrong with?
Because he has this way about him where he's not like, you're not asking the question right now. You're being like, so what? What?
Well,
what is it? Is it my face?
What is
like,
it?
You know
I
what
don't
I'm
know. Because I'm asking.
No, I don't know.
I'm curious.
I don't know. I don't know. Because when you've been on our show, people ask like, oh, why do you guys tease him? Why do you guys mess with him a lot? And it's go, I don't know. It just happens. It happens within the moment. It's not like we go, okay, let's invite him so we can mess with him today.
I told
Dude,
Gil,
everybody. I'm not. Seriously, every time I go on the show, I have some comic friends are like, dude, why do you keep on going on that show, dude? Steve verbally abuses you on that show.
I told Gil today, I said, you know what? Steve's in our court now. I go, and it's 2 against 1. And I'm going to get vengeance for all the bullying he does.
I was going to ask you if...
I'm on the sidelines. I'm on the sidelines. I'm not doing anything. I feel like you guys don't do that because I whatever happens, right, I can take it, right? I can take what you guys say.
I'm not making fun of you.
No, I know.
Look or
no, and he doesn't feel
or
that.
anything.
No.
That.
Right. It's just we're talking. I feel like I'm talking to like my cousins or something, or like some friends that I know. You know what I mean? That are.
Yeah. So those comic friends of yours, fuck you.
They're gonna hear it. They're gonna watch this episode.
But it's perspective, because if not, you guys wouldn't like. Why would you ask him to be on the show? Like, you know, I mean,
I
there's
truly
something.
think he's funny.
Yeah,
no, I think he's
saying.
a funny guy.
But that's what I'm saying.
You.
But perspective, like somebody else is probably like, these guys are just, you know. But you genuinely enjoy him.
I do.
There, yeah.
You know what? The one of the funniest ones I have, and I still have it saved on my phone, is when I'm talking about 3 East with the psycho ward in the hospital.
My God, yeah.
And the Christmas.
Yes.
And then you start laughing and you can't stop.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That was, I think, one of the funniest clips we've ever had.
Yeah.
And it was just
amazing.
Your laughter that added to the whole thing. Because even Mara's like, what the fuck? You just broke Gil.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think those moments are what make it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know who your comic friends are.
I think people want Gil to react, and
but that's not who he is.
I know. And,
no, I don't.
He's
I don't
learned
react.
to not. He's not a reactive person.
Mm-mm.
But react to what? Like, it's not like I'm saying, hey, Gil, you're an idiot. You're ugly. You're this. You know, I'm not. I'm not attacking you per se.
No, I know.
Like,
I think just the perception. That's what people think.
That's probably what pisses people off.
I'm
like
not
bullies,
even saying,
even like bully, like that person.
Right.
Maybe the fact that he kept talking shit, and Gil was not reacting or going online trying to cover his name, anything like that.
Is it weird that I think that's kind of like and that's not like it's funny? Like, is it weird for me to think
funny?
that he's trying to get a reaction out of me, and just
I think you get more of a reaction out of him by not doing anything.
Right.
I think it upsets him even more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't
think it's funny. I let me rephrase it. I don't think it's funny. It's just it's interesting as a like why do that? And
because he needs to know that he's doing it for a reason, and not just because at this point, if you're not reacting, he's an asshole and he knows it. You know what I'm saying? I've fucked with you. I did this. I spit on you. I pushed you. Whatever I did, and you're not reacting. Who's the asshole?
Yeah.
Me. Now, if you're reacting back, oh, see, I told you. Oh, see, he's talking shit.
Yeah.
Or he's fucking, trying to. Why is he blocking me? Because he knows it's true. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's no reaction. So now he has to realize, like, oh, fuck, I am the piece of shit.
And that's what people take as someone not reacting. It's like, oh, they're weak. They're scared of me. They're this. And I think that's
I don't know. I don't know if it's always that. I don't know if it's always they're
Not
weak or they're
always,
scared,
but
it's like, fuck, what can I do to get a reaction? Because right now I'm looking like the idiot. I'm looking like the asshole. Because there has to be some kind of proof that I can show everyone else.
Yeah.
That, I told you so.
See, and I'm reactive. I want to be like, fuck you. I'm going to go burn your house down and everything inside of it. I'm not going to do that. But I'm saying in a general sense, like that's how I am. And being with him and seeing that things are like, I'm like, oh, maybe like I should. And
I should be the same way I approach people being like that to me. I should approach like celebrities. You know what I mean? I should take the same approach. Like,
no,
who
don't.
cares?
That's who you are. Don't do that. Just because we don't geek out or we don't really care doesn't mean you can't care. That's part of your personality. That's who makes Gil. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I do want to get across. Look, I've never been in like, oh, fuck, that's so-and-so or this is that or let me get your autograph. I enjoy boxing. I love boxing. I box. I enjoy boxing. Okay? Is there any boxer that I want their autographs and shit? No. I like
Mike
watching.
Tyson. If Mike Tyson was like right here, right now,
I shake his hand and I say, thank you for all your great
you wouldn't
fights.
want his autograph?
What for? And where am I going to put it? What am I going to do with it? Where is it going to end up? You know what I'm saying?
Know. Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. You don't collect things?
No.
No?
No. I don't, bro. Because again, it becomes something there that now someone else has to get rid of when you're gone. You know
that's
what I mean?
True. I feel bad for the person that has to get rid of all my stuff.
Exactly. But again, that makes you who you are. That makes who Gil is. Mm-hmm. And just because I don't or Amber doesn't, that's who makes us who we are. Yeah. That's why you like who we are as well.
Yeah.
Because I appreciate people for their sincerity and for who they really are. You know what I'm saying? And I'd rather spend more time with real people. And not that celebrities aren't real, and they have their own things they have to go through, and they have their own, worries and their own plights or whatever it is that they have, in their lives, Illuminati and, their blood rituals and shit they have to give up, sacrifice. But, I'd rather spend time with my homies and my friends and really have a good time.
Did you get used to when people used to walk up to you and like notice you from the show and
I didn't. I never really understood it until I got away from it.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Because at the time, bro, I mean, I'm telling you, I was having a blast. I was partying, going to shows, going to different places, and around the world and stuff, and like I said, being on LA TV Live and just like. Pseudo celebrity. You go to I'd go to Whittier and go to the 6740, drink for free all night, hang out with people. You know what I'm saying? But when it was over, or when I stepped away from it, because I got let go at one point because I got lazy. As an artist.
What do you mean you got lazy?
I wasn't putting effort into my show. I wasn't putting effort into really being a good broadcaster. So it showed. You know what I'm saying? And you have air checks once a week.
What's air check?
An air check is a recording of your last on-air shift.
Okay.
And they go over it with you and they, what'd you do here? What'd you do there? You know what I'm saying? They want to keep you, they want to make sure that you're out there and you're talking about new stuff, new music, make sure you're doing the right giveaways, everything that
that's cool. Okay.
So, I really wasn't caring. I was partying. I was doing my own thing. I was inviting people to the station, girls, friends, come and hang out. Mario came and hung out at the station, partying. I would go party all night and then have to do an overnight shift and go straight to the overnight shift. And I was playing, there's a rule in radio. So I hate to say this to everybody, but back then they know, it was programmed. So every song is already there. So when I get there, I already know what I'm going to play for the next 4 hours. But because the way it works, sometimes there's 5, 6, 7 minutes at the end of an hour. And there's certain songs that you're allowed to fill in with, and only these songs. But in our bank of music, we have everything. So I would play shit that I want to hear. I play Social Distortion. I play shit that we weren't supposed to play because it wasn't on this list.
So they already programmed it. Pre-programmed it, and they're giving it to you for your shift.
Yeah.
And you're changing it.
Because I'm getting people calling me at night. The guy who's doing security at night. Hey, Super Steve, can you play SD for me tonight? I'm hanging out right here. Cool. Hey, Steve, can you play Morrissey for me? I'm coming home from the club. Cool. You know, whatever it was.
Right.
I'd always play it. And I got in trouble. So they like took me off the air for a bit. And then I was upset because I was like, fuck, I'm too good not to be on the fucking air. They can't get rid of me. I'm going to tell you when I'm done.
Yeah.
So then I fucking started going in there on off hours and using all their equipment and then just doing air checks. And then I started giving them to our PD and he's like, all right, jump back on. And I was on there, and then I came up with Michelada Rumble, and I started making dough off that. And then maybe like 2-3 months after I was back on the air, I walk in and go, hey, I'm done. See you later. And he's like, what? You just got back on the air, bro? I'm like, yeah. But
what got you comfortable to walk away from it?
Doug the Slug, who's on K-Roq now again. I used to talk to him all the time. I think he is the best on-air personality. Just strict DJ, not morning show. Morning show is different. There's characters on that. There's, you know, it's a different thing. Just a regular DJ that plays music, that tells you about the music and whatever, and can relate just everyday life to the music and whatever song's coming up. I think he's hands down the best. Doug the Slug. Hats off to you. I would always ask him for advice. Like, hey, how can I be better? How can I be? He goes, just, you got to be yourself. That's it. But that's the hardest thing to do, is to be you.
Oh, yeah.
But he told me, he goes, Steve, if you want to make money, go somewhere else because this isn't it. He goes, this shit's going to fall and it's going to go to shit. And the only people that are going to be left in radio are people that really love radio. Because there's not going to be any money left in it. He saw the writing on the walls, you know, the you know, Spotify's, the Apple Music,
and when was this timeline?
2010, 2009.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's when
it started shifting.
Yeah, podcasts started popping off in the early.
But a little bit before that, even before that,
yeah.
Because he would tell me, "Hey, 8 years from now, it's over," and I was like, "Fuck." And 8 years came, and I was like, fuck. It's the beginning of the end.
I guess they're, in a sense, they're like when there's a big media giant, it usually tends to change, right?
Well, big companies only go and get these companies, suck everything they can out of them and get rid of them.
Right.
They don't keep them. They don't have nothing invested. It's not like a mom and pop where you, like today, I came and got this drink here at Horchateria. One of the best drinks I've had. You know what I'm saying? It's mom and pop joint.
Right.
Once they start going, they start popping up everywhere, it's all going to change. That's how it always happens. You go to your favorite burger joint, and through time, it becomes about money and not about the quality. So you go from those hard plastic white plates to paper plates.
Right.
You go from a mountain of fries to like, this looks like a small. You know what I'm saying? The meat gets a little thinner. The soda gets a little watered down. It's not the same anymore.
Yeah.
Because it becomes a bottom line. And that's what it became in radio, the bottom line.
I wonder what's going to be the next thing.
Do you think radio will ever, like, have a resurgence?
A resurgence? No. Not a resurgence. I think it's going to be around. I think it'll stay. Especially because the Latin community, a lot of them listen to radio still.
Yeah.
That's true.
You know, the Juanes Ice gets rid of everybody. Then they're gone.
We'll be here.
Oh,
no, they won't get rid of everybody, bro. Come on.
No.
Personally.
No. This has been going on.
They need us.
It's not that they need us or don't need us. We're a part of this community regardless, bro. Like, I remember when my grandparents came here, they would tell me stories of them hiding with raids back in the day, like even before I was born, you know. And they would hide and they would, you know, close the doors and turn the lights out, and you know, so and so got taken, or you know. It's always been happening.
It's always happened because I'm reading a book right now of She's her name is Maria Hinojosa, and she's one of like the first Latina women to be on like CNN and NPR radio and things like that. And her whole book is about kind of like immigration and what she went through. And it's been since the beginning of time, and the way that they demonized immigrants, and then it was okay to have them, and then it was only okay to have a certain demographic of them, and it's just like it's changed, it's interchanged with every president we've had. There's been deportations and everything, but I feel like now it's like we're sent backwards. Like this blatant racism is what is hurting a lot more.
You've never been forward, though. That's the problem. You think you've had something, but you haven't had anything. Mm-hmm. How many years have you been waiting for the dreamers to dream?
Yeah.
Everyone's promised you it, but no one's delivered.
So what you're saying is that there's like a certain threshold that society in immigration terms we've reached, but we've never been able to just get above the threshold.
Not only in immigration, in a lot of things.
Well, yeah, of course.
We accept what they give us, and then we're happy and we move on. And we're only outraged at certain things.
Yeah. Well, I think we take it because it's a little bit more than we've had before. So
no,
you know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying that there's a threshold. There's a bottom line. There's a bottom line of what we've gotten in terms of, let's just say, immigration at this point. They've given us, right, a certain point in time. They've given us something, right?
No,
bottom
what
line.
have they
Bottom
given
line.
you?
Bottom line.
They haven't given you anything. You've been dreaming for dreamers for the last 20 years,
right?
And they never given it to you. Obama was promised it. Clinton promised it.
That's the bottom line. I'm saying there's a bottom line.
A bottom line of zero,
and then
is zero.
And then they give us one.
They don't though.
But then it goes back to two.
They don't give you anything. That's the problem though. They don't give you anything.
But okay, maybe they're not giving us anything, but as a community,
the perception of giving us something.
Because I mean, we're not in the same place we were in 1808 or whatever you want to call it. We've progressed as a community, right? In some sense, and maybe it's not the government giving it to us or whatever you kind of want to say, but we've progressed. I mean, we're not who our ancestors were.
We're not. We created fire, and we created the wheel.
But I think that's what Gil's trying to say is like we're not. And I get what you're saying. Yeah, they haven't given us anything. Yeah, you're right.
We've advanced just a little bit, but then
you've worked your ass off to get what you have.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's this, what you have here. This isn't. No one gave you this.
Okay, right.
You worked your ass off for this shit.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What you're asking for is for equality in many other aspects, whether it's immigration, whether it's education, whether it's medication, whatever it may be. And they're not giving it to you, and they're not going to give it to you.
Yeah.
And we keep approaching the same things that our parents or our brothers and sisters were doing. We keep doing the same thing. We go out there and we protest to nothing. We're doing it the wrong way. What the right way is, I don't know. But going out there and having a flag, whether it's Mexican, American, whether it's combination, it doesn't do nothing. We're in the same place. We have to create, and I'm at fault too, because I haven't done it. So I'm not trying to, trying to say that you need to do it. I think we all need to do it. We have to create something to where we can come together where it counts financially, but come together and create things like this and support things like this.
Yeah.
Support Gil and the Mind Buzz. Support Chicano Shuffle. Support these people. You know what I'm saying? But we lack the want to. You know what I'm saying? As long as I have mine, I'm good. Mm-hmm. But as long as you saw on my post on my social media that I'm out there and I'm throwing rocks at people, that didn't get anything.
Right.
It doesn't get you anything.
But it also circles back to to what we were talking about earlier of idolization, right? Within a community, I think everybody falls prey at some point to idolize a celebrity, someone that's not in your community, someone that's not even in your damn tax bracket. But you can't support someone from your community, maybe that's also a singer, or someone in your community that's doing a show, a podcast. Like these are the things. I think with piggybacking off of what you're saying is that sometimes like we don't support our own community, we don't support our own selves, and it's because I have mine, and that's where I'm going, and I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna look out for you, and that's a lot of our mentality, and I get where it comes from, because it comes from fear of meddling, of doing things, and it's just safer to be within your bubble. But I feel like also that's the only way that we are gonna progress in a country that maybe isn't designed for ourselves, is support through community, support through our own people.
But that's exactly right. Yes. But this country was designed by us, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think so. It wasn't designed. No, it wasn't designed by us. It wasn't designed for us. Oh yeah, this. But what are we talking about here? Or we're talking
about the community, the local stuff.
Oh yeah, of course, right.
Yeah. The stuff that we're fighting for, the stuff we're out there destroying ourselves. You know what I mean? There's ways of doing it, of making a difference, of collecting money, of collecting groceries, of helping people that are, And again, I haven't done it, so who am I to? I'm not judging anybody out there, but I'm just saying that maybe us as a whole need to figure out a different approach.
Yeah, restructure our
whatever that is.
Because you can only fight somebody a certain way and continue to get beat up.
Yeah,
to where then you have to switch your tactic.
I think the approach of the protesting, the flags, and getting everybody in downtown LA has worked. I wouldn't call it an archaic way of protest or changing, but
it hasn't changed anything.
But I don't think.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Let me finish my thought. It worked in maybe the 1950s and 1960s, maybe through the mid 70s, right? It worked then.
Okay, what did it change? You tell me one thing.
Well, the civil rights movement, partially of a civil right, the women's
to vote,
the women's feminist movement in the mid 60s to the early 70s. That it with lobbying and getting
with hitting them in the wall.
Yeah, boycotting. Right. So it was a mixture of all those tactics, and I get your point is raising the flag, walking around, but we're still buying Coca-Cola and buying cheeseburgers. I get that part 100%. But it worked then. Now we just have to find something that works in our time, in our
That's what I'm trying to get at. Just
gotcha.
We need to figure out a different approach.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What I was gonna say about protesting and things like that is, and I'm not being biased because we went out and we did go out. We didn't go to downtown LA because we said, why are we going to go to downtown LA if our own city is the one protesting? So Gil and I stayed within Paramount. Every protest they had in Paramount, we showed up. We showed up for our city. Mm-hmm. We went to City Hall. I talked. I voiced my concerns for our city. I mean, something big did happen. Yes, you're walking around, you're waving a flag, you're chanting, you're doing all these things. But you also have to understand that maybe protesting, if you see it on a larger scale, yes. What is it doing? People are seeing it and they're, okay, whatever. But within your community, it is working. It's showing people in your community that these are people that are safe. These are things that are safe, that there's people out there rallying for your rights. There's people rallying for your humanity. And it's seeing those
There's someone
things.
that cares.
There's someone that cares. To me, I went out and literally like I it was emotional to see that people that I had gone to school with, people that own other businesses, my neighbors, people that I knew within my community were showing up. And to me, I want to cry right now. But my parents went out. And to me, when I seen them, because they didn't tell me and they knew that I was going to be there, to me, it meant so much more than just making a sign and being out there. And to me, I was like, wow, like you understand it. You understand you're hurting. And the only reason I'm saying this is because my dad is liberal and conservative at the same time. He's not a Trump supporter, but he's, my dad has his ways of thinking. Like he wants things to be like they were, or what he thought they were for a white person in the 50s. And my dad has that ideology of like, oh, I just want to go back to white picket fence, red doors. And he thinks that if he were in that time, he would have lived that. And I have to be like, that would not be a reality. You wouldn't have lived that white life. I'm sorry, but and we would have conversations of things like that. And so to me, to see him out there, it was like, whoa, like it was very impactful, and it made me feel like you understand what's going on, and you feel it, and you're showing your community that you stand with them. So yeah, maybe on a larger scale, and I agree, maybe let's not loot stores in our community and things like that, right? But I think that it does do something to you as a person and to your community and people watching. And it maybe it doesn't do anything in government, but it does something to people to see community and people come together.
And those are some of the people that can end up in government.
Yeah.
In the future.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cry.
Oh no, that's awesome. That's especially coming from you, and you saying like your father had different ideas and a different form of thinking, and this pushed him to come out and actually maybe not believe everything, but at the same time understand what people were going through.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I think there's two things that go on. I guess the support is really for the people rather than the targeted. There's two things there. You got to have the support in the people and showing humanity towards the people that are going through this, but then also the like, what can we really do to make a difference? In some protests, they make the difference in showing solidarity with the other people.
But then the looting and the
of course, right,
all that stuff that just ruins it.
But there's always going to be something that fucking ruins.
There's always got to be that one fool.
That fool.
You know what I'm saying? That one fool that throws the rock at right here at Paramount and with Home Depot. And bust the car and get it. It started over here, dude. It's less than a mile over here. You know that, right?
Just throw the rock, yo.
I didn't throw anything.
Yeah, right.
I was sitting right there eating breakfast.
Yeah, he was.
And everything was popping off right there.
And
on
we
TikTok.
just heard like, wow. And I'm like,
it
what's
was
going
wild,
on?
dude.
Yeah.
But I mean, I get it. It's frustrating, and as a community, it's very frustrating. But I also understand where you're coming from, where you're like, they didn't get, and I understand that. And you're right. They don't give us anything. Whatever we do is because we do it.
Yeah, you can't give them credit for everything.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You guys have what you have, and I think when we can start also changing that perception with people, like, you're not giving me anything. I'm making it, but just don't put barriers in front of me to not make it. I'm not asking for your help. I'm not asking for handouts. Just don't make it harder for me to succeed. Just allow me the same ability to succeed without holding me back. I'll do it on my own.
Do you think that there is like barriers like that?
There always been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you one of like a very slim like Latino host on the radio that wasn't like a Latino actual station? Because I know like
I first interviewed at Power 106, and I didn't take the job because I wanted to be on K-Roq. I wanted to be something different because I grew up listening to that kind of music. You know, my sister and stuff, and it was like back then it was they call them flashbacks, but we call them K-Roq music. You go to the swap meet and like the Cure and all that shit. Oh, the K-Roqs, bro.
Yeah.
You know. So you know.
Also, you interviewed with Power 106?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So that is so cool. That it's so wild because you're able to like, I can't believe it. It blows my mind that people will like go to interview to be on the radio. That's
it's a job. It's a job like any other job.
Yeah.
And
but
now
it's a different type of interview.
have, right? I mean, now people can do their own.
Oh yeah, now we're here right now.
Uh-huh.
You know, but this is even better because now we're able to express our ideas and our thoughts and learn from each other. And you know, I can give you my opinion and you can give me yours and we can talk about it. And I'm going to walk away from here with a different perspective than I did when I first came in because we're able to speak to each other no matter on what side you're on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not a Republican and I'm not a Democrat. You know, I'm an independent. That's why I'm registered independent. Because I didn't want to fit into one side or the other. We do have a lot of values like your father did. My father, you know, was born in 1934, so older parents, and there's a lot of things that they believed in. You know what I mean? Getting married before you had kids, blah blah blah, all those things that people find to be old and that's old people stuff. Mm-hmm. That's the way they thought.
Yeah,
you know. But I also understand that, you know, again, like I said, give me the opportunity. Don't even give me the opportunity. Just stay out of my way. I'm gonna make it happen. You're gonna make it happen. You're gonna make it happen. Just stay out of my way. Mm-hmm. Don't get in front of me. Don't block me. Don't put anything up against me. Just let me, because there's already hurdles. There's already all kinds of shit that you're not supposed to succeed. You're not supposed. You know what I'm saying? Like a small business is not supposed to succeed after what? The first year or 2 years. After that, it's like after the third or fourth year, like wow, you've really lasted a long time.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So don't make it harder. Just get out of the way and let us. And I think that not only Latinos but African Americans, whites, whoever, we can all succeed and we can all succeed together and with each other. Just get out of our hair. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Let us do our thing.
And when you say they, like, get out of
government and you know, like, just, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just let the people govern the people type of thing.
I mean,
let our communities be our communities.
Yeah. You know, take care of each other.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? And don't hate on anyone because they have a different view. This is their different view. You might learn something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's something we've lost too, with the ability to listen to someone else and not just get triggered right off the bat because it's not what you believe.
Right.
You know, people were brought up different. Hey, I don't understand the whole Morrissey thing. But I don't hate on Morrissey fans.
Right.
I just don't get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not something that I grew up with. Like, oh my God, Morrissey's the
I wonder what it was. What it is. I think it's social media that really like.
No, it's before social media. Oh,
that
before,
people getting.
I used to be from a party crew back in the day when party crews were existed back in the 90s. A party crew by the name of Latin Law. And those fools were hardcore Morrissey fans, man.
When you were on the party line, did people recognize your voice, Steve?
Well, no, I wasn't Super Steve back then. I was, you know.
But did you go on the party line as Super Steve?
No. Super Steve was given to me by Lightning of the Kevin and Me Morning Show. The day I interviewed, I interviewed live on the air. Okay.
Wait, what?
Yes.
What the heck?
He opened the door and introduced me as Super Steve.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I had no idea.
You didn't know that it was live?
No. I knew I had a live interview with Kevin and Bean. Lightning called me the night before and said, hey, tomorrow morning be here at 6. We're going to interview you.
And it's going to be live.
Yeah, live on the air. And you'll be our new street guy if they hire you. I'm like, all right. And I went there And I'm just Steve. And I'm trying to come up with some crazy, stupid backstory and bullshit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Why do I deserve to be the guy on the, on the air and blah, blah, blah.
Uh-huh.
And then next thing you know, it's like he just goes and opens up the door. Goes, hey, I want to introduce Super Steve. And I'm like, oh, shit. That sounds pretty cool. Could have been Stupid Steve.
That's true.
But it ended up Super Steve. Thanks to Lightning. Jay Tillis.
That's
Lightning.
funny.
That is so wild. Live on the air.
Yeah.
What were you thinking, dude?
My dream come true.
Yeah?
I when I was a kid, Chito, Andres Rios, I told him, I said, you know what, bro, this is when I was in freshman in high school. I'm gonna be on K-Roq. Come on, bro. Yeah, right. Call me babies back in the day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right, babies. Yeah, right. Come on, let's go. And I don't know where we went. We went to some buddy's party, but I was like, no, bro, I'm on K-Roq. And the day I was my first overnight shift, he called. And I answered it, K-Roq, because you answer the phone and blah, blah, blah. He's like, yo, motherfucker, you did it, bro. Chito, he's like, yeah, what's up? And he's like, you did it, bro. I was like, yeah, I told you. It was crazy, bro. It was crazy.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah. And then, but again, dude, I've lived a fairy tale life, bro. I've done so many things. I've met so many people that have molded me and shaped me of who I am today. Because that's what society does for us, or our community does, our molds us. My mother always used to say, I know my son from here to the door, but outside there, you may know him more than I do. It's a different person, and it is, and you get molded by your friends and what you do, and you are who you keep.
Yeah, I mean that's thinking now. I'm gonna hold that. I'm gonna think about that when meeting new people. When I feel like I shouldn't go out there. I shouldn't go to that open mic. I shouldn't go meet these new people. Hey, maybe these new connections, maybe these new acquaintances can teach me or show me something that can help me, in
I never went at it as they can teach me.
Uh-huh.
I just went at it as an experience, somebody different, something different.
Right.
I became a fan of Tumping the Heartbreakers because a good friend of mine by the name of Jason Bermudez introduced me to that band. I worked with him at Fedco. I don't know if people know what Fedco is, but it's like a Walmart meets a Costco. Huh. So they sold everything, but you had to have a membership.
Oh, okay.
And it's old.
Like
they're not here
Costco?
anymore. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
But they sold everything. Yeah, like a Costco, yeah. But it was more like a department store because it had its levels and it was just a little bit different.
Oh, okay.
But it was called Fedco, and that's where we met. And then I hung out with all his friends, and there were all these white boys from Brea. All white boys, long hair. And it was just, I was like just a, odd man out. But he always made me feel comfortable. He always made me feel welcome within his friends, And he's been a great friend ever since then, man, for a long time. I got into my first bar fight with him at the not with him personally, but it was called the Shady Nook in Brea. We were playing pool.
The Shady Nook.
Yeah, these cholos came in. 2 cholos, they're ladies. And they were playing pool, and they were doing like some heavy drugs or some shit because they kept going back to their car. I don't know if they were drinking, maybe, trying to drink, whatever they were doing. And we're playing pool. Then all of a sudden, one of Jason's friends flies over the pool table, and they start going at it. And then like cube sticks start breaking over people, cue balls. It just went bonkers, dude. It was crazy.
The Shady Nook.
The Shady Nook in Brea.
It sounds like the last place somebody would have a fight.
It was crazy. It was cool. It wasn't cool, but it was. I was like, fuck. Someone threw a pan because I guess they had like a buffet there. Or
oh my
brunch.
God, they.
On the weekends.
Yeah.
Someone threw it and it hit my friend Jason right in the face.
Oh my
God!
God!
Sliced his face.
Ow!
Yeah. It was crazy, dude.
You guys were at a bar like during brunch time?
No. This was at night. But you know how they push everything to the.
Oh, okay, right.
And this fight's going everywhere. Like it's the big screen.
God.
They had that old school big screen with the lights on the bottom that project.
Oh, I remember those. Those big box looking things.
That shit got broke.
Yeah.
everything. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I always thought those things looked kind of funny because they're like plastic, and the screens were like plastic,
and the quality was never good. It was shitty. It never
the
looked
big
good.
box.
Yeah, the big box ones with the
multiple colors on the bottom. And
they're like not screens, but they had speakers.
Yeah.
At the bottom, and they're like sometimes you can roll them away.
Yeah. But so that was it. And then like I said, those people that everyone that I've met, it's just a great experience, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what's because I can say Horchateria is gonna be going on 10 years.
Ooh, congratulations!
Thanks. This year actually, and when you're in it, when we're doing it, like I don't think of everything that we've done, right, or what we've been on, and like I made donuts for the Dodgers. They were, our donuts were on the World Series. I've been on NPR radio, interviewed. I've been on Despierta America, on all these these things. But as I was going through them, was like I was just having fun. Like it's not until it comes out of my mouth that I'm like, oh shit, like.
Because you were in the moment.
Yeah, like I got to do all those things. But one thing that I always tell Gil that is my favorite thing of like the 10 years is everyone that I've met and that I still, maybe I'm not best friends with them and maybe I don't see them, but I still have this connection to them. And just like you're saying, like these were all experiences, and in every whatever time in my life within those 10 years of like the business, they've been there. And I think like that's the coolest thing, because I could still call them right now and ask them for something or whatever it is, and it's like, damn, that's cool. Like, and to me, that's the most important. It wasn't what we did. It wasn't if we made money, if we lost money. In 10 years, it's like it's not the same. But those connections and those things that I got to do were really cool.
Yeah. Exactly. And it's, man, how many people get to live their dreams, bro?
Not many.
No.
Not many feel I don't know what it is to go after their, what is it? What makes a person go after their dreams? What is it? Because they really, really want it? Or
because it's something that's real.
Also, too, sometimes... Yeah, it's real, but sometimes people's dreams, some people think that they're not possible. And I think that's why most people don't go for it, because they feel that it's something impossible to do.
There are certain things that are impossible.
Right. Okay. Yeah, of course. There's, of course.
You're not going to be a pro basketball player, neither am I.
Okay.
We're not going to be pro athletes.
Sure.
Okay, maybe ping pong or maybe not even that.
Bowling?
Maybe not even that. They're good. I knew a guy that bowled, and he awesome. Okay, I'm pretty good at foosball.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
Yeah, it's not just because you're a foo, but
no. But I think we also have to realize what dreams we're having, what expectations, and then go for it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But should somebody have the idea of, okay, what's my plan B? What do I do if it doesn't happen?
You should.
Should you?
I mean,
or do you think that will kind of not ruin it for you, but do you think that because you already have that in your mind that it will, you've already made it up? You've already lost just a little bit because you're thinking that maybe this won't happen.
You know what? You're right. Yeah. Because you're never supposed to think about what can't happen.
What
right.
Can't?
You know what I'm saying? You never bring in negative.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Always positive.
Right. I also feel like when we throw around the word "my dream," right? It's your dream to, I don't know, be a Olympic swimmer. I don't know. I'm thinking of that right now, right? But sometimes we lose sight. Okay, like I would say you're an anomaly. Like what happened to you doesn't happen to every single person out there. And it's true, right? Can you agree on that or no? Or you think it happens to everybody?
I want to believe that it can happen to anybody.
No, it can, right? But it doesn't. And that's okay. It's okay.
It is.
It's, like you were saying earlier, a business.
Many people have tried.
They don't always succeed 10 years. We had no fucking clue what we were doing. We were destined to not even make it past the first year.
Yeah.
Again, it's an anomaly. Like, it happens. But, okay, where I'm going with this is that sometimes we have these dreams and we're so focused on achieving that end goal of our dream that we lose sight of what is happening between you and getting to that dream.
But I think that's a sacrifice. That's what you're sacrificing.
You have to enjoy the ride. You have to enjoy the journey.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes.
Oh, enjoy. Yeah.
Like, okay,
I'm thinking about something different.
I want to be an Olympic swimmer, right?
Sure.
And I'm so bent on being an Olympic swimmer, and I sign up for swimming classes. I make it to regionals. I do all of this, right?
I guess
Wait. I oversee all of that because I'm not in my dream. I'm not in the Olympics yet. And I discredit everything that I've done in the middle because I'm not there yet. Right?
What I'm thinking of the sacrifice is okay, so maybe you have this practice, this regimen that you do to get yourself to that point, to reach your goal or your dream. That time you're sacrificing, like those days that you're going to go swim, those days that you're doing exercises. Maybe there's certain, christenings that you miss, or certain parties that you miss because you have to go to this meet in, I don't know, the next town over or the next county over that's going to take you a drive, the gas money to get to
we
these
get
meets.
it. We get what you're saying.
Okay, I'm just saying, right? There's the sacrifices that you make, and most of it's time and other experiences.
Yeah.
That you're never going to get back.
Yeah, and I'm not discrediting the time. What I'm trying to say is that sometimes, because you're saying you went all which ways. You didn't even let me go into what I was going to say. Because you were asking him about I don't even remember what the fucking first question was.
I asked.
Let me tell you this. I didn't sacrifice anything, bro. It just happened.
Right.
I manifested it. I wanted it. I spoke it. I believed it. And it came true. But I had the talent to make it come true. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't afraid. And I think my life that I lived was getting me ready for what I became. And I was a radio host. And like you said, being at a station where it's predominantly white. Did I feel intimidated? No. Hell no. I was the one saying the jokes before they would say the joke. You know what I'm saying? But that was my life. I've always been a big kid. That kid. And people, and I don't say this to sound fucking egotistical or whatever, but people like me because I'm a likable person, because I'm genuine. I always try to be the nice guy, and I enjoy people liking me. Wherever I go. There's always, hey Steve, what's going on? Hey bro, always, because I'm not trying to be an asshole. I don't want to be an asshole. I'm not trying to be mean. I remember one time, a friend of mine, Jen. She's a baker. She went to the Cordon Bleu school, and she's a baker. She's opening up a bakery in Seattle. Jen. So she made me these scones. I really like scones, and they're caramel. She made me a basket. She goes, for Kevin and Bean, and she brought this up to me, not me. She gave me the scones. She dropped me off at K-Roq. I was going to, talk to Kevin and Bean. And the security guard was there. And I stopped with him first. And I gave him one of the scones. And she hit me up later. She goes, you know what? That was fucking rad. Because those were for Kevin and Bean. But yet everybody, from when you got off the car to when you went to Kevin and Bean, everyone was just as important. And you gave them each a scone because you valued everybody the same. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I think those are the things that help you, that make you, and that prepare you when you have experiences with friends. You have experiences with different people. So I appreciate it. I appreciate all my white friends from Brea that we got into a fight with at the bar. I really love my time with my friends from the party crew, Chito, Andres, all the guys. I really enjoy growing up in the neighborhood at Buena Park, right there at Barrio Coyotes, my homeboys that I grew up with, Tommy, David, the other David. I mean, there's everybody, Ruben, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I absorbed it. All my cousins. I told you earlier that I want to really go out there and give the flowers to my cousins, my male cousins, because I don't have any brothers. I only had sisters, and I want to invite them each to dinner. Like, my cousins that were my uncle Luis's kids, my tío Pascual's kids, my tío Mario's kids. Take each one of them out and let them know how much I appreciated them taking me under their wing and being my big brother. You know what I'm saying? And those experiences are what made me who I am today. And I think that's the one thing that we have to like you said, take a chance, go out to an open mic that you've never been to, because you're going to meet somebody,
right?
And you might meet your next best friend, or at least someone you hang out with more often than not, and someone that inspires you to write a different style, or inspires you to write a different joke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or inspires you to become a fucking Morrissey cover band.
Yeah. Or inspires me to, maybe I should quit.
Nah, you'll never quit.
I know. I can't. I'm too obsessed.
And that's cool. Who knows, bro? Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
I just think that people, and maybe that you're helping me come to the realization of why I don't, again, going back to the theme of idolizing people. Because I'm like you. Like, I like to nurture the people that are around me, my friendships. I mean, I have friendships that are over 20, 25 years. I'm only 35. I mean, I have a friend that I met my first day of kindergarten, and she's still my friend now. And I think that those, and again, circling back to what we can do, is like we're sometimes so in our head and with just me, that we forget that life isn't just us. It's other people around us. And by you, again, maybe that, giving a scone to someone that works there, like, to your friend, it was impactful because she was just like, wow, like, he's this person on the radio, but yet he can still go and be cool with someone that's just works there. And again, and that's something that's always been in my head, where my mom was like, no one's below you. Like, no one's below you, no one's above you. And maybe for some people, we're going to be like, yeah, there is. But in my head, I treat everyone completely the same because that's how I want and I expect to be treated. And I know that it doesn't happen. But that's when you sometimes find some of the best people is being nice to people, and just like, it takes nothing to be nice to fucking someone. Nothing.
And by the way, the security guard at K-Roq, the original drummer for Little Richard, and he invented the rock and roll beat.
Are you serious?
Which was called the Choo Choo Train. It was a certain type of beat.
Uh-huh.
And he sold it to Little Richard.
Really?
Yeah.
And he was the security guard at K-Roq? Yeah. That's awesome.
Charles was his name.
See, you never know. Peace.
He wrote a book too.
Do you remember the book?
No, but I'm going to gift you the book.
Really?
Yeah. I'm going to buy it and I'm going to bring it in. I'm going to gift you that book.
Bring it in next time.
I will.
Here, I'll bring it.
But Charles is his name, yeah.
I don't know. I just think life is, it's pretty incredible if you think about it. Like, when you really sit back and think about it.
Yes.
There's sometimes that Gil will leave somewhere, we're going somewhere, and I get tired. I can't walk very long time. So I'll tell him, I'll sit here. More than often, every time he comes back, I'm talking to someone. And it's not because I went and was like, hey, somebody always comes and sits next to me, and we have this like conversation. And Gil's like, you don't like how do you even start? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how it just starts. People talk to me.
Yeah.
And the last time that I talked to someone, I learned so many things in like the span of 15 minutes that he was gone, she was like she photographed dolls and like doll houses, and she was featured in all these doll magazines back in the day, and she met the Beatles and like all these things in her life, and I was just like, damn, like I could have just walked past you and never have known that, but now I met her, and now I think about her all the time. I mean, I don't know who she is, and maybe I'll run into her, maybe I won't, but she's like, that's something that lives rent free in my head, and I'm just thinking like, damn, that's tight.
Steve, thanks for coming out and doing the podcast, man.
You live rent free in my life.
Why would you charge me anyways?
Yeah. Because you walk around in boxers with no shirt on.
Why?
Why.
No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
Your own house. Eating cold pizza.
Steve, we got to have you back again, man. I always enjoy talking to you, brother.
Thank you, man. And you shout out to my cousin Jimmy. He's a fan of yours.
Yeah?
He always, every time you come on, he's always hacking on me. Like, he'll tell you, bro.
Yeah?
He really enjoys you.
Well, thank you, Jimmy. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Somebody enjoys you.
Hey, the kid. Hey, I got pointed out at Disneyland last week.
Oh, congratulations!
I got pointed out. They're like, "Hey, you're the guy with podcasts." I'm like, "What's up?" Honestly, I blanked out. I forgot. I don't know if I thanked him or not.
You didn't. You didn't.
I don't think so.
You were like, "All right, thanks."
I was like, "Oh,
yeah."
I was like, "What? Oh, okay. What's your name?" No, I asked him what his name was. I was like, "Oh, cool.
What's
thanks,
his
man."
Name?
Fabian. No. Eric. No.
Oh my god.
I looked it up on my phone. I followed him.
But do you follow him?
Yeah, I do. It's Fabian.
Shout out to the kid from Disneyland.
Yeah.
Steve, tell us where we can find you and what you got coming up.
Super Steve Flores is where you can find me on Instagram. That's really about it, man. I don't really do too much anymore. The West Coast Poplock podcast every Tuesday night. The #1 live podcast every Tuesday night. And that's about it, man. You know, I do stuff here and there, a couple events, but just, you know, random stuff. And you'll catch me at the next protest. I'll be out there because it's after today, it means a little bit something different. Thank you. That really changed my outlook on that. It really did. Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
His name's Esteban.
I know.
Oh, Esteban. That's not Eric or Fabian.
Esteban. What's up? Thanks, Steve. Appreciate it, man.
The Mind Buzz.
Eric, Fabian. Oh, it's Esteban.